it looked like that he didn't realize who necessarily started the whole thing.
Yeah, it's typical Ross. He just sees red and does dumb stuff. That's all. And that's twice this year on road courses at the end of this thing that have been caused by Ross.
Joey Logano lit up the streets of Chicago, and not in the way any driver wants. It wasn't a blown engine or a flaming hood. It was pure fury. Eyes blazing, fists nearly clenched, Logano was at a boiling point after what he saw as a cheap shot from none other than Ross Chastain. Another race, another flashpoint. For Logano, peaceful weekends seem out of reach. Here's how the firestorm erupted. It all unfolded in the final laps of the Chicago street course. The tension was thick, the field was packed tight, and the margin for error had vanished. Then came lap 63, turn 1. That's where the chaos exploded, with Logano smack in the middle of it. Chastain hit the tire barriers hard, creating a domino effect. Cars scattered, drivers scrambled, and the track turned into a traffic jam of desperation. Logano, piloting the number 22 Ford, was caught in the middle. He didn't start the crash. He was just trying to steer clear of disaster, but just moments later, the real twist came. Out of the smoke, Chastain re-entered the fray like a man on a mission, turn 2, and suddenly, he locked onto Logano like a heat-seeking missile. The contact wasn't subtle. It sent Logano spinning and wrecked Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the process. Whatever order the race had left was gone. It was mayhem. On the radio, Logano didn't hold back. His voice cracked with rage. "Ross better figure it out before he wrecks someone again," he said. "There's 6 cars behind me, wrecking into me, and then he clobbers me from 4 cars back." That wasn't confusion talking. It was pure, unfiltered anger, and it didn't stop after the race. Logano didn't retreat to the hauler to cool down. He marched straight to Chastain and confronted him face to face. What was said in that heated moment remains mostly behind closed doors, but Logano later told Fox Sports something huge. Chastain admitted he did it on purpose. He owned up to it, Logano said, and that means he should be penalized. That's not a small accusation. In NASCAR, claiming someone intentionally wrecked you is serious, like lighting a match in a room full of gas. It challenges the unwritten rules, the ethics, the core of racing honor. And this isn't the first time these two have locked horns. From COTA to Martinsville to now Chicago, the tension has only escalated. Logano had only 4 words to sum it up: "I'm just over it." As for Chastain, he's kept quiet. No statement, no apology. But the real question is, why? Why did he go after Logano? After his impact with the tire barrier, Chastain seemed to zero in on someone to blame. And apparently, he picked Joey. The problem? It wasn't even Logano's fault. Multiple cars were tangled in that mess. Chastain didn't get singled out. He got swallowed up by a wild restart. And according to sources in the garage, there was no call from Chastain's team accusing Logano of anything. This was personal. And that's what changes everything. Chastain didn't retaliate based on facts. He lashed out on instinct. And in doing so, he picked the wrong target. Stenhouse, caught in the crossfire, made his own statement, posting a video of a watermelon being smashed. A not-so-subtle jab at Chastain's farming background. But for Logano, no jokes, no social media stunts. Just a cold, hard stare in the middle of pit road. When Chastain gave his answer, it only made Logano burn hotter. "Typical Ross," he said. "Sees red and does something stupid." That wasn't just trash talk. That was a direct hit at Chastain's reputation, his driving style, his judgment, and his recklessness. These are 2 aggressive racers, known for pushing the limits. But when 2 bulls charge head first, you don't get a race, you get wreckage. And this time, the collateral damage was Logano's race, his car, and his patience. So what has NASCAR done? So far, nothing. No fines, no warnings, no suspensions. And Logano? He's not exactly okay with that. "He said he wrecked me on purpose," he repeated. "How is that allowed?" Chastain walked away with a top 10 finish and 0 consequences. Meanwhile, Logano was left with a destroyed run and a pit full of frustration. That's the real issue here. This isn't about one crash. It's about a pattern, a growing feeling in the garage that Ross Chastain plays by his own rules and somehow keeps getting away with it. They call him the Melon Man because of his roots in farming. But on Sundays, he's more like a wrecking ball. One move, and chaos follows. Some fans love the chaos. They say it's raw, it's throwback, it's what racing used to be. Others, they see a driver crossing the line again and again. Let's be clear, Joey Logano is no stranger to hard-nosed driving. He's ruffled feathers too. But even he's asking, where's the line now? Because if you can dump another driver and admit it, and nothing happens, what does that tell the rest of the grid? Especially on a narrow, unforgiving street course like Chicago. where every turn could be your last. Add in personal vendettas? That's no longer racing. That's hunting. And Logano, he's now the hunted. He finished 11th, right behind Chastain. But it wasn't the result that hurt, it was how it happened. NASCAR says it's looking into it, but fans have heard that before. Promises, reviews, and then silence. So what now? Does Logano get payback? Does NASCAR finally step in? Or does Chastain keep crashing his way to headlines and top finishes? One thing's for sure, this feud is far from over, and when the next green flag flies, everyone's going to be watching, not just for the race, but for the revenge. So, we ask you, should Chastain face penalties for what happened in Chicago, or was this just karma coming back for Logano? Drop your take in the comments, because this story, it's not over, not even close. This isn't just two hotheads trading paint, it's a warning. When drivers start playing judge and jury out on the track, the rules don't just bend, they snap. Joey Logano demanded accountability, Ross Chastain delivered chaos, and NASCAR stayed silent. So what message does that send? That wrecking someone is just part of the show? That retaliation is fair game? Fans are divided. Some want the drama, the sparks, the edge of your seat mayhem. Others want fairness, respect, a code. Right now, that code is crumbling. And the next time these two square off, it won't just be about track position, it'll be about payback, about who strikes first and who hits harder. Logano versus Chastain isn't just a rivalry anymore, it's a storm waiting to erupt. So buckle in, the season's far from over, and if Chicago was the spark, the next race could be the blaze. What do you think? Is NASCAR keeping control of its drivers or letting them rewrite the rules on their own terms? Let us know, because the fire's just getting started.